So I tried to build a watch. I mean, how hard could it possibly be?
Oh no, no.
Let go. Let go.
This is so frustrating.
Oh my, yeah, that's very busy. That is arguably worse. I mean, now let's hope I don't mess this up from here. On top of the fact that I am a complete noob to modding watches, I have an added challenge. I have to finish this within 1 to 2 hours because I actually have a flight to catch. You get your assembly instructions, and you also get a watchmaking kit, and of course you get the watch parts. This is the movement. You get a watch strap. I wish that they kind of improved their instruction manual because this does not seem very comprehensive, especially for someone who's building a watch. I would have preferred something that had a little bit more instructions just to make it feel a little bit more reassuring, you know? All suited and booted. The dial comes in a little baggie here. Now here are the pins on the back, and basically you want to remove the right ones because if you don't, then it won't actually fit on the movement. And here is the movement, and there we are. There's the NH35. Too bad I don't have a date window on my watch. I know it's kind of controversial. Some people don't like date windows. I am one of those people who do like date windows. One thing a lot of YouTubers recommend is by getting a movement holder, but I just kind of want to have the raw experience of using the things that come with the kit. I do want to just mention that Namoki did send me this watch free of charge, and I am not getting paid to say anything, so it means that my opinions are still completely my own. I got this eye loop here, which basically will help me see everything a little bit better. So I really hope I don't cut off the wrong ones. That would be quite detrimental to this build. I don't have the steadiest of hands, so if I can actually make it through this, I am almost 100% sure you can too. I'm gonna try using these tweezers to get them off. Okay, I really hope I don't mess up on anything. Oh, there we go. Finally, I am very concerned for the seconds hand, just because I've heard how difficult it is. I'm actually not sure if this is damaging the tweezers. It probably is, because I'm using this to kind of scrape off the metal. I don't know if this is the most intelligent thing to do, but I will try to use this. No, that's not very smart. Oh, I just scraped the back of the dial. You know what? It's okay. No one's seeing that. You know what? It's fine. Okay, now it's time for the moment of truth. Did I cut off the right dial legs? Okay, now it all aligns on the movement. It does wobble a bit in the movement holder, which again is probably why a whole bunch of these YouTubers are telling you to get a movement holder. We have the hands here. I have to use my other fingers to take this tape off. Okay. Oh. Okay, here are the, oh boy. You don't want to use your fingers, which I just did, to apply the hands. Okay, let's use this to pick it up. Now that is quite helpful. They are really nice. Shiny hands. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they are Dauphine hands. I believe this is trying to homage the Grand Seiko Elegance SBGR 261G with the cream dial. My question is, which way is up and which way is down? I really hope I don't bend these hands. My hands are not very steady, and I will not be pursuing a career as a surgeon because that is not a viable option. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if I can. And now it is very, very unbalanced. Yeah. Okay. I saw some other people doing this, basically using this to kind of push this up. Wow, that kind of was effective, but it pushed too far away. Oh, wow, that is very, 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 very fragile. That took a very, very long time. So now I actually have applied the minutes hand onto here. You should get the whole movement holder because it is jiggling around in here. I am very nervous for the seconds hand because I have heard so many different stories about seconds hands not cooperating and just breaking. My hands are shaking. Okay. Oh, okay, I dropped it. That's great. Please don't bend. Please don't bend. I don't think that's directly on top. That is ever so slightly in the wrong position. Oh no, I got off. I can't align this properly. Almost there. Please don't bend. Please don't bend. Did I get it in? Did I get it in? Oh my goodness, I got it in. Now, let's hope I don't mess this up from here. Second guessing myself. Oh no.
fell off the dial. Drop it in there. No,
Let go. Let go.
oh my goodness, this is so frustrating. It keeps sticking on.
See, the problem is that when you want it, oh boy,
When you want this Rodico to stick on, it sticks on too much and then you can't take it off. And then vice versa, when it doesn't stick on enough, it's a problem. Oh no, did I bend the hands?
on second thought, the idea of not attaching a second hand seems very appealing at this point in time.
Oh boy, I really bent the hands. Oh my goodness, I really went for it.
Oh my, yeah, that's very busy. Don't bend too much. It is bent up a little bit more. I bent it like this. Now it looks like it's bent like that. That is arguably worse. I mean, I just bent it so much. Well, okay, let's try to fix this hand. And once we fix this hand, we'll try to reapply it. The second hand has now broken. They really should provide two in the box. Now I will try to just build the watch without the second hand, even though that's kind of the heart and soul of a watch. I do want to quickly mention that I think that some of the instructions are a bit unintuitive. So for example, it says release the stem again, but I think it should have mentioned that you should push the stem in, that sort of stuff. I'm gonna blow this off to make sure there's no dust. Now it's inside. I really wish Namoki did offer some sort of guidance for this. Size the stem. That was very time consuming, trying to actually size this. You gotta be very precise. I have now applied the gasket on the back, and I'm gonna put the case on. I will be using this tool. And now I got this screwed in, and it's basically all done. Once it finds its spot, it'll just pop in. There we go. And there's the watch. A lot of work. I really do respect watchmakers. Namoki responded to me and basically generously sending over just a set of hands, and I really want to give them a huge shout out for being super generous and understanding throughout this process. So I'm really grateful to the team over at Namoki for just allowing me to experience this in the first place. So now that I have this watch and it's all done and dusted, what are the pros, what are the cons? This is a dress watch. It's been on my wrist almost daily, and the thing that shocked me was its durability. And that's something I would not expect to say about a watch I built myself, and that's a dress watch. I was on a boat on Belize and we were late for a flight, so this boat tested out its water resistance and its shock resistance because it was bumping up and down, up and down. The water kind of splashed everywhere and it didn't fail to reach the watch. But luckily, I actually haven't noticed any water damage, which is a really, really good sign. Namoki, this instruction book isn't gonna cut it. I've seen Lego manuals that are longer than this, and we are building an entire watch here. When I was trying to apply the crown stem into this, I wasn't aware that you had to sand it down, and that did actually hinder the experience with this because the crown wouldn't sit on the stem. Secondly, I do think that Namoki maybe could have bought an NH38, some sort of Seiko movement that doesn't have a date wheel on it, because for some people, I know it can be really annoying to have a ghost date. Namoki should really put out a disclaimer that the second hand is most likely going to break. And I know this isn't limited to just Namoki. The second hand are very prone to breaking in any sort of watch build, but considering that they are catering towards beginners, it should be almost mandatory for them to put that out there. Watch movement holder. Yeah, this wasn't great. They should probably tell their customers that they should probably go out and buy a watch movement holder. And also, tweezers. It never mentioned that I had to cut the stem. I was not made aware of that, and I feel like I should have been. Aside from those areas to improve upon, I do think that there are a lot of strong suits with this. So the first one being the IKEA effect. One of the biggest problems in the watch hobby is just not being satisfied with your watch because you have kind of honeymoon phases where you dip in and out of love with your watch. And I don't think that you're gonna have that problem here because the IKEA effect just means that when you build something yourself, you naturally have more of an affinity towards it. And this definitely checks that box. It's one of those watches you'd actually wear. I've looked at some other DIY watch kits, and The watches don't look like something I would personally wear, and I've heard that same sentiment echoed across other nooks and crannies of this watch hobby. And I think that this watch and just a whole bunch of different watches in their watch kit lineup are very wearable. I do think this is a great size because it is 38 millimeters and it is really thin. I believe around 10 or 11 millimeters thick. There are 3 things I talk about on my watch channel in terms of what makes a mechanical watch, what makes it worth purchasing. First one is design, the second one is horology, and the third one is just durability and how well it holds up. And so it already held up against durability. I don't think Namoki is catering towards those types of people who are looking for a horological masterpiece. It's more of an experience. You do have to dedicate a lot of time to it, which another thing that Namoki should probably mention is it does take a very long time to do this, especially if you're a beginner. Just being able to make your own watch, having that knowledge in the back of your head when you're looking at it, I think that does make up for the lack of horology. And if we're talking about design, yes, I do agree that this watch does take a little bit more than just a mere inspiration from the Grand Seiko Elegance lineup, but I do think it does have a bit of a twist on it. So for instance, the bezel is a lot thicker than the Grand Seiko bezel, and the watch strap is not a crocodile imitation watch strap. They're just going for a regular leather strap. Just the nature of the watch modding hobby, it means that you can basically swap out any parts for this to make it your own, and I would highly suggest that. With all of that in mind, do I recommend this? And if I do, who do I recommend it for? Namoki mods in general, they have a lineup of great watch parts, and they also have watch kits. So if you aren't keen on buying a whole kit or you have some experience, I do think that you should still go check out Namoki and their website because they have great reviews. The quality of their parts are actually quite good. I think I just messed up the secondhand, but everything on their website seems to be in tip-top shape, and the watch kit with the instructions in mind, with the stem, cutting the stem yourself in mind, I do think that it does provide you with a good amount of tools to actually get you started in your watch modding hobby. I hope you enjoyed this review. I kind of just wanted to take a look at this watch modding facet of this pretty interesting hobby that we share. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it does really help out the channel, and I hope this watch channel patinas just like your favorite watch. I will see you in the next episode on the Time Ticker. Bye.